Hello, and welcome back to Song Surveys on Sofas with Superheroes. So the song that I'm going to talk about today, I actually just recently discovered. It came out in July. I am in love with it. It definitely takes me back to just classic punk rock, but it's not even punk rock. I don't know, it's just so good. It just makes me think of the first brand new album and Taking Back Sunday, that first album, just so catchy and just fantastic, and I really like it. And I'm definitely interested to see if this band is going to blow up, and I think and I hope that they do because it's really good. Anyway, so the song is Plaid Shoes and Tattoos by The Things We Were. And yeah, let's get into it. So it opens with percussion that it's very quiet, and then it increases as the song starts. And then you get guitars and what I'm going to assume is bass, so that to give it a more full sound, which then drops off right before the lyrics start, and then you just get guitar at first, at the beginning once the lyrics start, and then percussion and the other instruments come back in right after the first line of the first verse. So I really like the second line, which is head down or you'll end up running away. And away is saying in a different way, and it's held a little bit longer, so I love that. Of course, a surprise. But I do really like that. And yeah, so I just love the idea that if this person were to look up and actually see what's going on, then they're gonna be yeah, peace out. But by continuing to kind of keep your head down and kind of ignoring the things in your periphery, it is something that's gonna make this person stay. So I really like that idea and that concept. Then there's a shift in music for the chorus, and I love everything about the chorus. It's so good. So good. It's catchy. It has partial repetition, so it repeats some words and then changes it in the second half of the chorus to make it a little bit different, which again, I love when there's changes. The music changes, so there's two different musical themes in the chorus. You get the first 4 lines have one theme of music, and then you get the second 4 lines have a different theme, and then when you get back to the next 4 lines of the chorus, you get that same theme from the first one, and that's also where the lyrics start to kind of repeat themselves but are different. So I really like that they kind of go back and forth, and it's fantastic. It's really, really good. So yeah, I really love the chorus. Think it's genius, and I think that chorus is definitely something that could get this band very far because it's so catchy and it's so awesome. So my favorite lyrics in the chorus are, I'll be slipping away, why are you slipping away? And so I again, you get that little bit of a change, right? You still use slipping away and slipping away. But I just love the idea that okay, well, I am already, I will be slipping away. So I don't understand why you are currently already slipping away. And I do love the difference between will, as in the future, I will be slipping away, versus you're currently slipping away, and that confuses me. So I really like that. I think that's definitely something that makes me think. And it's okay, well, yeah, so if this person's already slipping away, do you also slip away? I don't know. I just really like it. I thought that was a really different way of thinking about certain things, so I really liked that. And I also love towards the end of the chorus, the sad truth of a city girl with tattoos that had screws loose inside her pretty little head. I like the lyrics. Again, I just think it's screws loose. I like the, image of that in her pretty little head. But really the difference in the way this part is saying, and maybe I went a little too deep because as I was re-listening to this part over and over again, I was wait, am I actually hearing what I thought I heard the first time I heard this? And then I would go back and be no, yeah, it's definitely there. And then I would go back and be wait, is it there? Or am I just making this up in my head? But no, it's definitely there. It was really good. So anyway, so like I said, it's very different. So you get the first line up until tattoos. It's pretty similar to the start of the chorus. The music is faster, and the lyrics pretty much match at the pace of the music. So I really like that. But then you kind of like, because they wanted to fit just that had screws loose, so the instrumental part is the same, but those lyrics are kind of spread out a little bit more. And again, it's so subtle. And the first time I listened to it, I immediately heard it. And then again, it was like, I would go back and be like, no, wait, that's just normal. And then I'd be like, no, wait, it is different. No, wait, that's just normal. No, wait, it is different. So like a lot of back and forth for me on this one. But in the end, I decided that it was different enough to talk about. So I really liked that there's like, just like little tiny gaps between the words, so it fits that instrumental part. So I really liked that. And then, so then after that, the music shifts, and it's really, really like so brilliant what they did here. So the music gets slower, which is the second theme in the chorus, which totally works, right? So it's, again, you get that 4 lines of that faster music, and then you get that 4 lines of that slower music, or not maybe 4, but you know, you get that section of slower music, because I think it's only like 3 lines in certain parts of the chorus. But really, really love it, because then the next line, the inside her pretty little head, is saying so quickly. And I just like think it's that contrast is so good, and it totally works, especially coming off of that faster music. Then you're given the slower music, and you're giving this line that's saying really quickly. So I really liked that part of the chorus, thought it was really, really well done. And again, it just definitely keeps you interested, and I really liked that. The last line of the chorus is, she'll never get the best of me. And so this part is saying with like no instrument. So you get this one note as the lyric is starting, and it gets quieter, and then it fades away. And then there's no extra music until the end of the line, which then you get this full sound. And the music comes in full again. And then you get actually a repetition of that line in the background, which again, I really like. It's subtle, but it's there, and it's awesome. So it sounds to me like there's a new singer for the second verse. And again, if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I really, really love, so after like the second line, maybe in the second verse, the word nothing is the last word, and it gets repeated, right? So it gets nothing, and then you get this like nothing in the background. So good. I love it so much. And I love it especially because there was nothing like that in the first verse. So again, it's like you get this new element, totally different in the second verse. And I love that. I really, really love that. And this is just like such a good lead in, because the whole end of the second verse is like totally different. So instead of keeping with that same similar music throughout the verse, they actually change it. And they repeat the lines. She said she wanted me to start running. No, she don't want it. And then you get the repetition of no, she don't want it. So this is repeated twice. So you get that one line, she said she wanted me to start running. Then you get the no, she didn't want it twice. And then that whole 3 lines is repeated again. Almost like a bridge, but it's not. And so the music changes at this part, like I said. And so then like after those lyrics, you get like Oz with a music transition that goes back into the chorus. And yeah, so I also just like really like those lines too, in terms of like, she wanted me to start running. So she's saying like, this is what I want you to do. And then she doesn't want you to do it. But I also like that it could be like a little bit ambiguous. Like, first of all, how does he know that she doesn't want that? Is he just like telling himself that to make himself feel better? Like, no, she doesn't want it. And again, is that even what she doesn't want? Maybe there is something else that she's like, I actually don't want that instead. So it could be something other than him running, but I probably think it's the running. But again, if you know, please comment. I would love to know the actual like reality behind it. And then there's this huge shift in music for the bridge. So that I don't think, that it was that part. Sorry, I don't think that part of the second verse is part of the bridge. I think there's a different, because of this huge shift in music. So you get simpler guitar and percussion. And then you get She'll Never Get the Best of Me repeated in the background, which again, I like, a little bit subtle. The music becomes fuller, but not super full. So you kind of get this nice little like instrumental piece. And so I really love the lyrics in this part of the song. And so try not to write all of them down, but I pretty much wrote most of them. So at first it's like, He says that she's leaving, and it's because she's seeing red for any reason. Stuck in her head, my heart is bleeding now. And so I like this for so many reasons. First of all, I love that right before this part, again, in the background, you're told she'll never get the best of me, but then he's saying that now his heart is bleeding when she's leaving, which I feel like heart bleeding is pretty much equivalent to best of me. Like, you've now taken something that's like supposed to be like a person's like good quality, right? Your heart, you're like this good person. So I think that's interesting that all of a sudden now, right? And that it says now. So I like that it's like this has caused his heart to now start bleeding, and now maybe she did get the best of him after that saying that she was not going to get the best of him. I also love that her reason for leaving isn't even necessarily about him, right? She's stuck in her head. And maybe that's related. Maybe it's something that he did that he didn't think was that bad. And she's like, nope, I'm stuck. You did this. This is terrible. This is what I'm like in my head thinking about and can't stop thinking about, which totally happens. So it could be that. But then it also says that she's like getting mad. She's seeing red for any reason. Like, it could be nothing to do with him. So I think that I really like, again, the ambiguity of the fact that it's really not about him at all. And I think it's super interesting that if it's not about him, he's still upset about this. Like, it's still breaking his heart and making his heart bleed. So, you know, is it that he wants to like help her, but he can't because he can't fix her or make her less upset? So I don't know. I just really, really like that whole like idea of it's not really about him, but he's still upset about it. And maybe it's because he can't help her or fix it, or maybe it's, I don't know. Or maybe it is about him because, you know, anything can make him mad. So if he's like, hey, I bought you flowers, and she's like flipping out, like that's also, you know, you're like, wait, I'm trying to do something nice, but it's not nice. And now that's making me upset. I don't know. I just really like it. I think it's a cool concept. So then you get this like really fun, heavy instrumental part for like 20 seconds. And I just like love the variety. I think it's so fantastic. The song has so much in it in such a short amount of time, and it's so great. Then you get a drop in the music while the chorus starts. And then after the first line, you get the full music back into the chorus. The chorus is the same. Nothing's changed between any of the three choruses that they sing. But then for I guess that's not true. I'm just about to say it. But for this ending chorus, the last line, she'll never get the best of me. They hold the me part. So good. Just again, like love that. And then the music drops, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, really love this song. Really fun. I'm interested to see what happens. Again, I heard this on like a New Music Mart-ish radio show. So could be up and coming, could fall to the wayside. I hope it gets huge. I would love to, you know, hear more from this band and see what they do. But I really liked the song. Super fun. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.